Yo, what's up guys? On this video, I'm gonna give you some ways that you can get into real estate with having bad credit or even no credit. Okay, what we are taught as we're growing up is that the most rich and famous landlords, renters, rehabbers, builders, they all have this nice, pretty credit and a nice big pile of cash in their account. And I want to tell you some strategies today. I want to give you some strategies today that you can go out and do today with bad credit. Let's get into it. Now, what's up guys? It's your boy Sawan Belcher. I'm a full-time real estate investor, and literally my whole career, okay, has been based off of doing real estate transactions with having I think at first when I first got started, I probably had like a 580 credit score. And then I graduated to like a 600 credit score. And then I finally got back up to, because in college I had a really good credit score, I finally got back up to a 680, and then I dropped back down to a 600, and all while I'm still doing real estate investment deals. A lot of people just have this thing in their head that's blocking them from doing a real estate transaction because of their credit. But let me be the first to tell you, if you haven't heard it, you don't need credit, okay, in the real estate business. You do not need credit. And will it help you? Yes. Will it make it easier? Yes. Do you need it? Absolutely not. Now, the first strategies that I'm going to give you all pertain to you just making checks with real estate. And next, we're gonna go on to like holding property as like rental properties with no credit. So first is about flipping, and then next we're getting into about rentals. And then at the end of the video, if you guys stay long enough, we'll talk about how we can use the funds that you create from doing those first two strategies without your credit, how you can use that money to increase your credit so you can start doing those big boy deals, buying those multi-families properties. Okay, first strategy that I want you to use, okay, is by just buying property and selling it as is with none of your own credit. It's gonna be wholesaling. Okay, wholesaling is the ultimate like holy grail. And if you don't know what wholesaling is simply you finding and negotiating with a motivated seller, getting a property under contract and selling that piece of paper, selling the rights to that contract to someone else. Now, all you need to do this is to be able to, come up with a niche list. My favorites are notice of defaults that you get from the courthouse for free, probates, which are inherited houses that you get from the courthouse for free, and you'll reach out to those people. Look at consistent comps, right? You'll look at comparable sales in the area. For example, let's just say we see that houses are selling for 150, 160, 170, all listed on the MLS within the last 6 months. You need to be about half of that, okay? So you want to make offers at about half of ARV to those sellers. When someone says yes, you can use the free purchase agreement that I'll leave the link to down below. Nowadays, you can just download it, okay? So I'll leave the link so you can download the free purchase agreement. And once they sign that, you now have interest in the property, okay? What ties you to ownership to a property in the United States of America is a piece of paper, okay? So when they sign that piece of paper, now you have interest of ownership, okay? And you can sell that ownership to someone else for a fee. Now, how much do you charge? That'll kind of be up to you and the person that you sell it to, okay? But I've made $30,000 on an assignment fee before, okay? You just have to leave enough meat on the bone, find the right buyer, okay, and you'll be just fine. Now, when it comes to finding buyers, we'll drop another video about that, okay, so that way you guys can check out how to find buyers for that. But number one is wholesaling. That's gonna get you in the game. Now, number two is wholesaling, okay, wholesaling, okay. Now, wholesaling is a little like wholesaling, but you're actually gonna buy the property. Well, I thought I was not gonna have to have any credit. Okay, look. What I need you to do is the same principles for finding a wholesale deal, marketing to motivated sellers, negotiating with them, and getting it under contract. Once you get that $150,000 house, I'm gonna use my example. I got a $225,000, that's the ARV after repair value. I got that property under contract right now for $65 $60,000. Think about that. I got a $225,000 house under contract for $65,000. If I go out and I ask Tom, Dick, or Harry to give me money to buy this house, and I'll pay you a guaranteed rate of return protected by deed of trust and promissory note. That's called raising capital. Okay. I'll be able to take that property down, put it on the MLS as is with the realtor, and be able to sell it for 130. Literally, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Literally, that's what I'm doing right now. Maybe I can talk Isaiah later on in the week going by that property and showing what it looks like so you guys can understand that. But literally, I purchased the property last week for $65,000. One of my private money guys, he literally just had cash sitting in an account. Okay, guy is about the same age as me, so don't believe that nobody has money to do this with. Literally the same age as me, gave me $77,000 to buy this house, and literally this Friday we're listing it for $135,000. Now remember, this is a $225,000 neighborhood. So at $135,000, there's still plenty of meat on the bone to, number one, get competition, involved as far as making offers on the property, so it goes even higher than that. I think we're gonna pay our private money guy 10%. So what is that? We're gonna owe $85,000. So I owe $85,000, sell it for $135,000. That's pretty sweet. Okay. And once again, this deal is not based off of my credit. It's simply based off of, hey, you have the skill, the knowledge to be able to find this deal. Wholesaling, hoteling, both are both flip strategies that you can use with no credit. Okay, let's talk about if you want to get a little bit more advanced, right? You don't want to just make one check, you want to make multiple checks. Okay, I actually love being able to buy a property and get paid, right? Have the property and get paid every month, okay, and then be able to sell it 3, 5, 10 years later and get another check on the back end, okay, with a lot of tax benefits, okay. And I like to do this through subject to real estate investing. Subject to simply means that the seller, for whatever reason, is going to give me their mortgage. They're going to pass the mortgage over to me. The only thing is the mortgage is not necessarily going to go in my name. It's going to stay in their name. I'm just going to be responsible for the mortgage while I own the house. Amazing strategy. Okay. Just did a deal like this too. Okay. Let me give you the example. So a young man had purchased this house last year of January. It's April right now. And he had purchased it last year of January. And for whatever reason, he's behind on his payments 3 months. Okay, he happens to know my cleaning lady. My cleaning lady works for him. The cleaning lady says, hey, you don't want to lose the house, so let me call somebody for you. So I get a bird dog, okay? I get a bird dog. And she said, hey, Sawan, this is the guy I clean for. Go by there, talk to him. I told him that you can help him out so he doesn't lose his house. We came up with, he wants to sell because at this point he doesn't have any income and he's of age to receive government benefits, but only these 2 government assistance checks that can come in monthly for him require him not to own any assets and to have less than $2,000 in his account. So if he can't have any assets, that means he got to get the house out of his name. Not necessarily not have a mortgage, but he can't have the house in his name. So we came up with, let me catch up your mortgage payments. Let me give you some cash outside of it, outside of your mortgage. That way you can solve your problem and I can own a house. Now I did need a little money. Okay. Now I did need a little money for this strategy, but I did not need any of my own credit. Today, this house is rented out for $1,100. Okay. My mortgage is $501. Got it rented for $1,100. Next strategy is simply seller financing. Now, subject to is something like seller financing, but seller financing is when the seller allows you to buy a property from you, okay, and they're willing to take their profits over time, okay, meaning they're gonna sell you the house for $100,000, and instead of getting $100,000, they're gonna get $500 a month for X amount of time, $700 a month for X amount of time. Now there's several benefits on this, and I talk about this in another video, and I'm actually gonna link it below here, but there are 4 different ways you can buy property with none of your own credit. Okay, so if you got bad credit, please don't come to my DM talking about I got bad credit, give me some strategies. This is the video for you. Matter of fact, share it to one of your bad credit cousins so you guys can go out and buy real estate together. Okay, I'll see you guys on the seller financing benefits video that I'm gonna post up a link right here. You guys have a great day. Peace.